See you.
Almost done with this piece. And we can go.
Today I'm with Lucas. He's the founder, creator of Lucas Workman Made.
Yeah.
Lucas, can you tell your story and how did you ended up doing this stuff?
I started doing this in 2022. Kind of picked it up as a hobby to make my wife a Mother's Day gift. And I did that and kind of started doing it a little bit more over the summer of 2022. And ended up having a neighbor come see what I was doing. And he asked me if I could make him a custom board. Told him I could. So I built him it was about a 27-inch by 18-inch by 2.5-inch thick ingrain board. Turned out pretty good.
That's good. And can you tell us a little bit of the stone? How did you learn it? Did you just YouTube it stuff?
No, I the wood shop that I had been going to had some classes. One of them was a cutting board class.
And that's here in Eagle Mountain?
No, it was up in Sandy at Woodcraft, I think it was called.
And you would go like once a week kind of thing?
Just a one day class. It was about 4 or 5 hours long. That's what got me into it. And then lots of YouTube videos, lots of just of my own research, figuring out what types of wood you can use, what types of wood are good to use and what are not good to use. And it's just kind of evolved to what it is now.
That's good, man.
It's mostly it's therapeutic for me to do this woodwork.
It's probably cheaper than going to a therapy.
Yeah.
Especially with insurance so expensive now.
True.
So I guess your product are kind of heavy to carry around. Seem like when you come to a market, this is a pretty small market compared to a farmer market. How do you know how much inventory to bring? Because you don't know if you're gonna sell.
Well, for me, that's easier than others because what you see is basically all of my inventory right now.
You just bring all of them?
Yeah, I've got some Christmas stuff that I didn't bring, but most of it's here. Most of it I bring.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And how do you design the shape? Where the inspiration come from?
I shouldn't say most of it. These some of these checkerboard patterns just came from my own creation, my own design. I've seen like actual chessboards, and I thought that it would be cool to incorporate some of these different colors into it. Like this one, this is purple heart inside of a maple, or I'm sorry, walnut. Purple heart inside walnut. But stuff like this, I get inspirations from online, from stores that I might be at, or just anywhere I might see something that I like.
None of us come to your mind. Yeah. What do you think is the hardest part of being a vendor? Some vendor come once and they quit, man.
Yeah, so this is probably my 5th one here. I've only done maybe a dozen of these events. And it's not so much for me about what I sell here, how much I sell here. I ended up making more money with custom business that people see my work and they want something else maybe done. So they'll call me and ask me to do something else for them, picture frames, or I'm getting ready to do an entire countertop that'll be like one of these edge grain cutting boards. That'll be a giant countertop.
So you come here, part of it is for marketing purposes, to get your name out there.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. I think that's good. I know there are vendors when the market they go to, they're very specific. Some of them go to like crafty stuff, and some of them go to, I don't know, little pop stuff. I know a lot of them complain about the price of the entries. Do you, based on where you go, based on how much they charge for the entries?
I try to get into ones that are fairly low, under $100 for the vending fee. But that's something I think I'm going to maybe change. Somebody suggested that I try to go up to Oktoberfest. That's quite a bit more expensive. I think it's around $1,500 to $3,000, depending on what the timeline that you're there for. And that's just what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something I'm definitely going to look into. You get I guess a wider base of customers that might be interested in purchasing. And it depends on what you're selling to, I'm sure.
Makes sense.
But for my product, I feel like that would be a good venue.
What is your product price range?
That's between about $20 up to, I mean, it can go,
What
it can keep going, but generally between about $20 and $600. 600 is the biggest cutting board that I've made. So.
Yeah, but you're not gonna find people not gonna drop it here in a market like this. They're fighting with for the $20 thing. Like, can you give me a discount?
Yeah, no.
I need to see a discount.
That's more for just a custom
product.
Yeah.
What would be your biggest piece of advice for someone that that want to go to a market?
Not yet. I need just a second.
Not yet. What was your biggest?
You're not done working. Huh?
What is the biggest piece of advice for a vendor that What would you tell them?
Just try it. If it's something that you love doing, if it's something that you enjoy doing, you might be nervous about talking to people or whatever. Just try it. And I mean, that's what I did. I ended up trying it. I'm a super introvert. I don't talk to people very well, but I tried it and it's not so bad. Turned out pretty good. Turned out better than I had expected. So still doing it.
Yeah, 3 years later.
Yeah.
And where can people find you?
Workman Made. I'm on Facebook right now. It's under Workman Made. I don't have a website yet.
And they can just contact you there. All right. Well, thank you for chatting with us, and good luck today and tomorrow and the future endeavor. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Today, I'm with Monica and Marcus, the co-founders of the Beauty and the Buckaroo. Tell us your story. How did this come about?
Well, we're a brother and sister.
All right.
This is, and we actually have a passion for a few different things: leather and paper goods, and I don't know what else we would say. Everything old, antique or old, and these are our passions. These are kind of who we are. Like if you were to go to our house, this is what you would find. You'd find these things, and like our passion and like starting this is just like, I think I like it, so I think other people would like it. So we just decided to make a lot of it, and really just try to enjoy what we do and share it, really, for sure.
And let's get the big elephant out of the room. Working with family can be difficult. How did you? Do you have other siblings? Is this your only one brother?
No, we have 2 other siblings. And we're the favorites of each other. And so that's why it works out. We're the team.
Right.
No, I'm just teasing. We love everybody. But it kind of just works out. We're just both similar mind is what it is. We both like making things. We both like doing stuff with our hands. I think we were raised that way.
Yes.
Our dad really enjoyed doing this. Our grandfather.
He helps us a lot.
Yeah, he helps us build like the stuff, the display things, and it's just like a family thing. So we make it a fun time. And I guess when we get angry, we just don't talk to each other.
Oh.
We just let it be quiet for a while, and then we come back.
Very good. On a more serious note, business is business, and it comes with financial aspect of it. On how do you guys delegate on who do what, or what authority do you have over this, or who have power of purchasing, or how much can I purchase? I mean, that's become serious now when you're talking about money and family.
Sure. I don't think we're big enough to really stress about that a whole lot right now. Like the biggest piece with that, you'll see like a lot of the stuff we make is homemade. Like any of the fixtures we found, we make them, we scrounge them. I mean, these are my old fence posts that I just took out last week, and then the other stuff is we actually like for her stuff, she handles her stuff, the buying and purchasing for hers, the buying and purchasing for mine, I handle, and then we just work together is what it is. We just come together. We split the costs for like the booths. I think that's a big thing that I didn't know about coming into these events is like, no, there's a fee to participate. It's not just come set up your stuff and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because
so that's my right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But the people that put these on, they really do something with that money and they make it a very nice event to come. And I think that's like something I've learned that it's like, hey, you want to find the right people that are putting these on. so you can display your stuff in a nice venue where people want to come and see and be part of it. So
Yeah.
that's the biggest cost. That's the expense we do. And we usually just split it right down the middle.
Yep.
So
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad, there's reality. The reality is hard to work with family sometimes.
yeah.
And you don't see a sister and a brother, especially older, doing a business like that, joint venture.
Sure.
And y'all guys, how many years ago? 2 years ago, you say?
2 years we've been doing this.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years. We started out a little bit smaller. This is one of our biggest ones, but it's been a blast.
Yeah,
This is
it's fun.
And how do you find your market?
That's a great thing. We don't.
Yeah.
We need to
We're
get
still
better
working on
there.
that. Yeah.
I think that's one of the tricks of the trade, right? Is like learning who you're selling to. We try to I think the main thing, we make what we like. So we haven't found our market yet.
Well, just when the people come in and like come in and say, "Oh, I like this." So you're like, "Oh, yeah, someone else that's like me." So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know other than that.
And then you just got to put yourself out there and try a lot of different places. Like we've been all over the Salt Lake Valley. We've been out west. We've been out southwest. We've been out east. We've just tried to go wherever we can to really find the right people,
And when you go to those markets, how do you decide how much inventory to bring?
It's whatever we have time to make, really.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
It
know.
is. It is tricky. Sometimes you'll see us like just overmake on one product, and it sells over time. So even though you're not going to bring it all out, like I have some stuff that I have underneath the tables in case it does sell, but most of it, I just make till I'm sick of making.
Yeah.
And then I go on to something new is really what it is. So just really as a side thing, I wish there was a little bit more business to it, but right now it's just fun.
Started. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I feel like a lot of vendors over here start that way, and slowly they add more product and a website and take
Sure.
off. And I guess, what is the biggest piece of advice would you give to a vendor?
I think I know mine. Do you know yours?
You go. I don't know.
Have fun.
Yes.
Have fun and get to know people. The people that are in doing these with us, like just incredible people. Just nice from the
Just
right
like
off the
instant
bat.
friends, it feels like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
And don't stress it. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just come and have a good time because there's a lot of fun people to be with.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my favorite
Me
parts
too.
about it.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
What would you, Monica, be?
I think that's too. Don't be shy, I guess. Introduce yourself to the people around you. Go around and make friends. I think that's been really fun. Everyone's just here kind of doing the same thing, like the vendors. We all want to just share our things with others. And so it's just been a really nice community to be a part of.
Yeah, totally. I think a lot of vendors struggle. Sometimes they go to a market, it's a bust,
yeah.
and they barely make the bill fees, and they're like, I'm done. Capitalism is not working for me.
Hang in there, baby.
And when you go to, I guess when you're trying to apply for market, doesn't matter how much the booth fee is, or I know some market in Salt Lake Valley can be pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably kept us out of some of them, like for sure, just because of what we make and stuff like that. It's not worth it really, but sometimes it really is. I think we found the booths right within a sweet spot. I mean, we're not going big, especially being new.
Yeah.
Like that's the big thing. Like we're getting our beak wet with this and just seeing it. So we keep it a little bit to the more affordable ones for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's very discouraging if you spend a lot of money to be in a show and don't do
And
well.
don't make it.
It's hard.
Yeah. That is hard. That's why you got to have fun. Like don't.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of why it's nice to be a brother and sister, because we always just kind of like, well, we got to hang out. So
Had a good time with each other.
And what's the future?
Keep on going. Just a little bit at a time. Christmas ones are the best. I will give that piece of advice. Make good stuff for
we've had
Christmas.
good luck at Christmas.
Good around Christmas time, but just be selective, be smart. Don't go all in Just go in the right amount that you can. And that's going to be a little bit different for everybody, I think, is the big piece there. But don't go big spending, because you're not going to come out with a lot of money every single time unless you have something that I haven't thought of
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
You know, if you have the magic, take it and run. But have fun. Like, that's it. Like, I enjoy making this stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy spending time with my sister, and I enjoy meeting people like you. That's the real reality of that. And don't take yourself too seriously, because not everybody's going to like what you got.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And where can people find you? Do you have any Facebook, Instagram, anything?
No, come to these fairs
come
and you'll
to
see us.
Yeah.
Come find us. Please. We'll be around. That's the part we got to figure out still.
Where's your next event?
Oh, we haven't had that yet.
No,
We don't have one
even-
scheduled.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you mostly stay in the valley, Salt Lake Valley.
Yeah.
Yep, we stay in the valley. Yep.
Well, you heard them. Go check them at Salt Lake Valley. Marcus and Monica.
Yeah.
Two siblings working together.
Yep. That's what we do.
Exemplary.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, bud.